Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 2 of the Replacing Ronaldo My Player series here on FIFA 18. This is of course the tester series to see if you guys might be interested in something more in-depth for FIFA 19 with regards, yes, creating a My Player series, but starting at the very bottom of the football pyramid and working our way to the top. Using Cristiano Ronaldo's transfer from Real to Juventus is a good way to test out this style of series again here on the channel and see if you guys are interested in the concept, etc. Of course, we had our first episode at the weekend. Apologies, it's been a few days for episode 2 arriving. Obviously, as you know, I was away last week, and then it was my sister's birthday this week, so I've been family orientated, and she's been staying for a few days as well, so obviously family first, and I'm sure you guys fully understand that. But we've got the remainder of the group stage of the pre-season tournament here against Boca Juniors and Lazio before, with the game in this Spanish Super Cup, or the Supercopa, against Barcelona. That will be a big game. The question is, will I be selected for it? We're trying our best to force our way into the starting lineup on a consistent basis. There is a 2-player striker formation played here at Real Madrid, as you can see, in a narrow 4-1-2-1-2. Currently, I'm third highest striker with regards to rating, because Benzema, Mayoral and myself are the 3 highest rated players. However, they do sometimes have a tendency to play Gareth Bale at striker, so I might be 4th choice as things stand with regards to overall rating. But if I can put in the performances on the pitch in pre-season and grow with training and on-pitch performances and accomplishments, we should be able to force ourselves into the starting lineup early doors in the Real Madrid season. Which, of course, is exactly what we want to do, because we want to be playing like Ronaldo. Now, what you guys very correctly pointed out, actually, in the feedback from episode 1, is that I, of course, wanted to use Cristiano's right here, right now celebration. And I thought you unlocked it in-game. You don't. You buy it from the catalogue. So I've brought that and assigned it to my signature finishing move, or signature finishing celebration. So we do now have the right here, right now C celebration. I've unlocked the calm as well, or the calma, but we have the right here, right now selected as of this moment in time. We don't yet have a goal to our name in a Real Madrid shirt, but hopefully in today's episode that will change. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any more of this series or any more of the Fulham Career Mode series, which of course is now back daily on the channel as well after a couple of days off. But for now, in fact there was an episode earlier on this afternoon if you want to check it out. But playing forward now, hopefully in a positive, productive manner to get ourselves onto the score sheet for the very first time in a Real Madrid shirt. And we might have the chance to do so here. I am going to be greedy and take this shot on. If it weren't for a good save from Marquetti's near post, we may well have taken a 1-0 lead there. We'll have a look at the replay. Was it on target? Yes, I believe so. Destined for that near post top corner. Now, what can we do from the set piece? That's over me. And, oh, Marquetti's only punched, though. I'll get myself back on side. There are a couple of people asking me to play with long sleeves, which, of course, is what Ronaldo did in real life. As of yet, I don't have that unlocked, so I can't. Oh, now I've hit the post. My second effort at the game after 10 minutes. Lovely little 1-2 with, I believe, Marco Asensio there. Not sure, actually, off the top of my head. I couldn't quite see who it was, but brilliant curling effort. I'm actually taking the throw myself, apparently. Brilliant curling effort that, sadly, came back off the woodwork and wasn't able to give us the 1-0 lead we were hoping for. There's Asensio into Marcos Llorente. I'll call for this here. I'm not going to get it from him. Casemiro won't give it to me either. Kovacic is rumoured to be moving to Chelsea on loan sooner rather than later in real life. In possession again. I'll call for it across here. But he's not able to find me. Oh, but Kovacic wins it back. Odriozola into Borja Mayoral. Odriozola, of course, a new transfer in real life at Real Madrid. One that we made when we updated the transfers in the save. And Borja Mayoral, unfortunately, can't work the ball into the middle. So we are, so far, playing better than our strike partner and one of our striking rivals. That's great football. Brilliant block by Parolo. Pressure, I think, is the word from Real Madrid here in the opening 20 minutes. Plenty of opportunities on goal, but none yet able to find their way past the goalkeeper. Here's Marcos Llorente into me. I don't really have the space to turn there. Nice ball into Casemiro, who holds it up well, works it inside to Borja Raul. Draws another good save out of Marchetti. Non-stop action at the beginning of this first game. Corner to come in. Oh, I'm not going to be able to get to that. I've called for the pass, and I will get it. I'll try and work some space. I'll be better off using a teammate here. I don't want to be too greedy. I know I'm trying to replicate Ronaldo, but sometimes you do need to use your teammates. I'm trying to shoot here. We do get the shot off. It's blocked. Can I get to the rebound? I can't, unfortunately. And finally, eventually, after half an hour's worth almost of pressure, Lazio get the ball out of their own half of the pitch. Corner for Lazio. Senad Lulic to take it. I'm on the edge of the box, but I'm going to drift immediately further forward, which is evidently the right thing to do, because the keeper's punched that to me. Asensio to Mateo Kovacic. He's gone the other side of the pitch, unfortunately, but we are able to work it forward. This is good football. Here's Borja Mayoral. I'm going to have to offer myself in support. Asensio could find me, maybe. I don't want to call for it unnecessarily if I'm not in the right position to receive it, because it will affect my overall rating. I'm going to get that forward to Marco Asensio, tell him to shoot, and I'm unfortunately not able to get myself my first assist in a Real Madrid shirt. But this has been a superb performance, both as a team and individually. And we have our first goal on the weak foot, on the volley. See! Yes, boys! 34th minute, finally, the pressure pays off. On my left foot, just twisting and bending away from the keeper at all times. That's an extremely deft, beautiful, first touch goal for our first ever in a Real Madrid shirt. Yes! Here's Pereira, tackled by Sergio Ramos. Mayoral, back to Llorente. Forward to me, quickly in there to Asensio. Some strength and some good close control. Casemiro there to Borja Mayoral. Kovacic. I think I called for that a little bit too late. Evidently I didn't. Well, why not? Oh, no, not again. I've hit the post with an instep right-footed finesse and now a full power left-footed lace effort. I could have a hat-trick in this game. Mayoral can't find us a second because that's blocked as well. This is one of the most dominant first-half performances I've ever had in a game of career mode. That's headed my way as well. Can I win the header? No. Manolo Parolo. Is it Manolo Parolo? Well, I don't know what his first name is, actually. For some reason, my brain is telling me it's Manolo Parolo, but I might well be completely wrong. Borja Mayoral into Asensio. Mayoral could come to me again. He has done. We'll try and bend it. Oh, God. That was woeful. Well, it is going to be 1-0 Real Madrid at half-time, and we were the one that got the goal. And I'm going to go and check Parolo's name. Parolo. Oh, it's Marco Parolo. Marco Parolo, Manolo Panolo. Oh, is there someone called Manolo? Manolo Gabbiadini. There you go. I knew I wasn't completely losing my mind. I knew Manolo was someone's first name. It just... it wasn't Parolo. Never mind. Asensio. Nice turn. Into me. Oh, goodbye. And the finish? No. Oh, but maybe the second... Teo Hernandez. What you doing, pal? That should be a simple finish. Ciro Immobile coming on for Lazio. How he hasn't tucked that away for 2-0, I will never know. Across to Luis Alberto, into Ciro Immobile. Oh, that's a great ball through to Lulic, who's in. Lazio to equalise, maybe. No, Lucas Zidane makes a very, very good save. Llorente going off, Toni Kroos coming on. Jordan Lukaku coming on for Lulic as well for them. And indeed, he takes the corner and very nearly leads to them getting the equaliser from the second opportunity as well. Thankfully, Zidane right behind it. We will keep our 1-0 lead. A win in this game should guarantee us progression through to the knockout stages of this pre-season tournament and the opportunity to continue growing before the competitive season gets here, when we most certainly will want to be higher up the pecking order for that first team spot. More pre-season games gives us a better chance of being in the first team for a considerably longer period of time once the season arrives. I want to start in that game against Barcelona, basically. Luis Alberto on the edge of the box. Drops his shoulder, but it doesn't work. Lucas Leiva gets that first. Milinkovic-Savic. Not far away at all from one of the best young prospects in European football. Benzema coming on for Borja Mayoral, so I do now have a more capable strike partner. Will that lead to a second goal in the remaining 20 minutes? We will find out. Kovacic to Asensio, back to Kovacic. This is good possession play. Clearly. Oh, beautiful football. Beautiful football. Here's Odriozola. Into the middle, cleared away by Milinkovic-Savic. We can continue to play that level of football once we've got a full-strength side out and I can be involved in it with continued strong first-team performances, then I'm very much looking forward to this season here at Real Madrid. We are match winners for the first time in our career. Numerous efforts on goal, 4 shots on target, 3 shots off, 1 goal. Superbly taken, might I add. And, oh, I didn't check. I think man of the match performance as well. Right. Up next, Boca Juniors. Let's see if we can replicate that performance. And again, replicate using Cristiano Ronaldo's signature celebration. Llorente, Casemiro forward to Asensio. I'll call for it, I'll get it. There's some developments here at Real Madrid. As you can see, the man I've just passed the football to, Mario Mandzukic. We have a new player in our battle for a first team place here at Real Madrid, and it's a good one too. Mario Mandzukic, a very capable striker. Marcus Llorente into Valverde there. I'll call for this. Sure that we're involved in the play. Try and boost my overall match rating, which we've done well. I'll call for this from Coentrao and I won't get it. Hernandez fires that forward to Abila, but with the introduction of Mario Mandzukic to the mix, that changes things up with regards to our potential for a first team spot. With presumably, and I presume, Benzema and Mario Mandzukic starting up top. But it does tend to favour the user player over higher rated AI players in a My Player series. So I'm hoping that that will continue to be the case. And we will get ourselves a first team spot if I can continue to put in good performances. So, oh, Hakimi gives that away. Essentially, he's trying his best to win it back, but can't. I could sneak in here, but I've mistimed my tackle. So, I'm going to have to continue to perform, but providing I do, theoretically, I should hold down this first team spot. Hakimi on the run. We do have a lack of wingers or wide options in this formation. We don't have a lack of wingers at Real Madrid with Isco and Asensio being able to play out wide as well. Obviously Gareth Bale, Lucas Vazquez. So there are plenty of wide players in the squad. Or can we find a teammate? Yes, we can. Llorente with a good header down towards the bottom corner. But we are going to heavily rely on wing-backs pushing forward. At present, in pre-season, we haven't seen Marcelo or Dani Carvajal, but it's probably safe to assume that once the competitive season starts, we will see those players involved in the first team and, subsequently, see a change in the style of play that Real Madrid play. I'm going to try and be as heavily involved in it as I can, and obviously try and utilise the runs from deep out wide, the overlapping runs from the wing-backs. They are going to be heavily important in our overall play, but so far in this first half, I personally haven't had an effort on goal, although we have had a hand in creating a couple of chances, yet to get an assist at Real Madrid. Maybe that will change by the end of this game, but it doesn't look like it's going to change by the end of this half at the very least. Nice tackle by Coentrao. Kroos will pick up the loose ball. He's come off the bench again here, Toni Kroos. See if he can have more of an impact in this game than he did in the last. We're still involved, but we most certainly created the majority of our chances in the opening half an hour in the game against Lazio. Now, can Mandzukic win that and knock it down to me? Yes, he can. Now, can I get it under control and have a shot? No, I cannot. Oh, Ramos, that was a little bit brave, trying to take a first touch there, but Kroos will get this around the corner to me, hopefully, and has done. Asensio's there. I'll look to give it to Mandzukic, but it takes a slight deflection. Win that, please, Sergio. Well up. I'll call for it again from Toni Kroos. And again, he'll look for me, and again, he'll find me. And this time, I do get it to a teammate. There's Asensio looking for Mandzukic, so I'll call for the through ball. There it is. Oh, I did get a toe poke to it as I swung to try and steer it on target. Unfortunately, no accuracy involved in the shot. Coentrao can get that to me as well. Heavy touch, but we'll knock it back there to Kroos. He's played the 1-2. I wasn't ready for that. Coentrao on the overlap, though. Was ready for that. Portuguese works that back to Casemiro. He speaks Portuguese, despite being Brazilian. Here's Kroos. Oh, that was intended for me, but given away. I'm yet to make a successful challenge, tackling-wise, so that side of my game still needs to be improved upon. You guys will have to let me know in the comments section, as Carlos Tevez has played in behind here and has a man at the back post to aim for. Where should I look to improve training-wise? Should I improve my finishing, despite the fact that it's been okay so far? Should I improve my touch? Should I improve my passing? Or should I, rather than concentrating on one specific area of the game, just in general train, you know, one module on shooting, one module on passing, one module on dribbling, etc., and try and grow overall as a player? I will take on board your suggestions. I think I'm going to have to record the next episode ahead of time for Saturday afternoon, but I shall try and take on board your suggestions in this episode and that episode with regards what I should do moving forward for Sunday's video. But for now here, we are 8 minutes from time in the third and final group stage game against Boca Juniors, and Tevez might be able to send man through. Kimi, that's dangerous. His mass. Oh, nice tackle by Nacho Fernandez, but it is going to be a corner. I believe we are already through. Asensio going off and Modric coming on. I'd rather have them both on the pitch at the same time, to be honest. See what the manager does with regards the starting lineup in the latter stages of this tournament. Should we get through? I'm pretty sure we will. But time will tell. If we lose here against Boca Juniors, it might put it under some threat. Not sure how the other results went between the other three teams. Abila with the effort. Oh, off the inside the post. They very nearly did win it here, Boca Juniors. Tony Cruz with a nice tackle. No foul given, though. He's on the floor. Junior into Pavon. He's got options with him. 3 in the box, 4 in the box. Pavon with the effort. That is a waste of a chance with so many people up there in support with him. That's probably Boca Juniors' last opportunity to win the game. And the fact that we've played that out short probably means that we aren't going to get an opportunity to win the game ourselves, unless Fabio Coentrao can play this forward, which he can. But I can't get the ball under control, and there goes the opportunity. A draw against Boca Juniors, but to be fair, we are still getting some boost to our stats, which is good news, or at least one boost to our stats, which is good news. Not too much happened in that game, but we had the majority of our action in the first game. Liverpool beat Lazio, so Lazio have definitely lost 2. I'm not sure what the group stage looks like. I don't know what Boca Juniors have done against Liverpool and Lazio. We are not through to the knockout rounds. We are not through to the knockout rounds. Let's have a look and see, out of curiosity. Yeah, table view. 4 points, a win, a draw and a defeat. And unfortunately, we are out of the group stage, which means, of course, we are into competitive play for the very next episode, which will be against Barcelona. The question is, am I involved in that game? Maximilian Arnold is moving to West Ham. The game was against Barcelona was in the month of July, wasn't it? It was towards the end. Might be on this Wednesday, perhaps, or is it on a weekend? No, I'm pretty sure it's midweek, isn't it? The Supercopa? I'm going to be wrong, aren't I? It was in July. Oh, it's on a Monday. I was like, it was in July, wasn't it? Yeah, the one final day in July. I swore I saw it in the calendar on July. I will start training, don't worry, but I want to get your feedback really first before I do that. And I'm not involved in the game against Barcelona. I shall simulate the game. Basically, what I'll do now is I'll simulate all the games, show you the results briefly. I'll simulate all the games, and we will end the episode, basically, when I get the opportunity to start for the next game. But we'll see how this one... I'll just let this one against Barcelona play out, considering it is Barcelona. We've gone 1-0 up through Gareth Bale after 9 minutes, and after an hour, they equalise through Luis Suarez. It's frustrating. Now, can we get ourselves a victory? Of course, the Super Cup are played over 2 legs, so it isn't necessarily the end of the world to draw this. Although Barcelona do have an away goal, and I believe away goals are in effect in the Super Cup, although I may be wrong. Feel free to correct me in the comment section if I am. Well, there goes Danny Carvajal to Inter Milan. That's going to scupper our offensive opportunities this season, isn't it? Or creativity opportunities, although Odriozola is at the club now, I suppose, so not the worst of replacements. So we are playing Casemiro, then Llorente and Cruz. Modric on the bench. I'm too sure I agree with that. Asensio sat behind Benzema and Bale. The only change I would make there is Llorente for Modric, obviously. You might argue Isco for Asensio, although Asensio is very good. Although you might very well be correct in arguing Isco ahead of Asensio. Benzema pulls one back for us here in the 69th minute. If we can sneak another, we might have been able to take it to extra time. or penalties, or win on away goals. That would have been a way to find out, wouldn't it, if we'd have scored a second? But we didn't, so we lose. Real Madrid defeated in the Spanish Supercopa. Never mind, I shall progress forward. Dortmund have signed Edin Dzeko. I will start a little bit of training now, and I shall cut and join you again when we know what our next game is going to be. The day has come. It's Saturday, September the 9th, so not actually too long into the season. We have the opportunity, replacing Karim Benzema in the starting lineup, to play alongside Gareth Bale at striker. Now, that's not happened for me yet. Notably as well, Modric is into the starting lineup. However, that means Toni Kroos is gone because Marcos Llorente is still in the starting lineup. Toni Kroos is not gone, I should point out. Toni Kroos just not starting. But we have the opportunity to play for Real Madrid for the very first time. We have played 2 league games only to this point. A 2-0 win against Deportivo and a 1-0 win against Valencia. There was an international break and I've got the opportunity. So that will be at the beginning of the next episode. But for now, thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any more of this series or the Fulham series. I'll see you.